Hi, fellow PolyTrippers. I hope you had a productive week, and here's my motivational talk for this coming week. This week, I want to talk about the fact that a lot of times when I interact with native speakers, they assess my language learning level at a much higher level than it actually is. This has been true with Swedish multiple times. Somebody said like one of my teachers thought she said I had a C2, like an almost C2 level in Swedish. Um, Another time I did an interview with someone in Swedish, and she said that I was making no grammatical mistakes, and that's simply not true. I don't have nearly a C2 in Swedish. I would say like even C1 is a stretch. I would say like B2, like maybe a solid B2, and even that is like kind of like depending on the day, like I feel like more um, unsure of myself than other days because I'm not actively studying Swedish right now. And so I haven't, I just basically necessarily like you get rustier at it, although like I have a number of exchanges and lessons in Swedish that keep it alive, like that keep warm setting of the rice cooker that I discussed in the video last week. Um, and so after a number of people, even with Russian, like right now, somebody told me, "Oh, you are definitely not a beginner," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm totally a beginner." I'm this has happened to me enough that I know it's not people just trying to flatter me, and and I know that it's an actual thing that people are actually believing this, and so I started to reflect on why that might be true, and I had an epiphany a couple months ago that basically the fact that I'm doing things the right way, which is a combination of self study as well as online language instruction, means that my conversational understanding is usually quite good. As you know, with learning a language, you can understand things often, and I hear that maybe this isn't true of a lot of every language. For example, I hear that Vietnamese is actually very difficult to understand, even though you could speak more readily. But for the languages I know, my passive understanding of those languages is better than my ability to actively produce that. And so basically, in a conversational situation with these people, I'm understanding a lot of what they say, and I can struggle to find really clumsy ways to express what I'm saying, and they understand what I'm saying without really focusing on all the myriad mistakes that I might be making, and it gives them the illusion that I actually speak much better than I do. That has to be what's going on here, because like I said, there's no way my Swedish is a C2, and yet two people were not. Oh, I know they weren't trying to flatter me. I know this one person, she doesn't flatter people. Said, "Oh, you speak perfectly," and that's simply not true. And it has to be because I understood everything they were saying, and I could say anything I wanted, albeit clumsily, and that gave them the illusion that I spoke better than I did. So I invite you to also follow this method of self-study plus online language instruction, so you can also bask in the wonderfulness of this illusion, this misguided illusion that other people have that you actually speak better than you do. So that's it for this week. Be sure to check out our resources page at polytripper.com, where you have a number of games and activities to take your language learning to the next level. And also join us for our weekly Facebook Lives on Saturdays at facebook.com/polytripper, where language learners come together and feel less alone in their language learning journey. So that's it for this week, and I will see you all next week. Take care. Bye.